What Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is doing to the NBA is pure mastery.
What do you think when you watch Shai?
What I think?
Yeah.
I think he's incredible.
But haven't we seen this mastery before?
He more Kobe, but I know everybody gonna fight that.
Washington right there in his grill. Yep. Gilgeous-Alexander leans in and gets it to drop.
There's Bryant over Davis. Yeah, you better get it up pretty quick, Kobe. There he is driving lane, turn, stop, score!
This did not happen by accident. Shai came into this season with a different presence. And regardless of the flops, we have to accept that there's a reason the Kobe comparisons keep surfacing. Not because the games look identical, but because the control feels familiar. And before you understand how he became this version of himself, you have to understand the shift that took him from elite scorer to complete offensive engine. For a long time, Shai's greatness showed itself in fragments. From smooth drives to automatic mid-range jumpers. The calm was always there, but defenses still had a plan. They loaded the paint, cut off straight-line drives, and forced him to finish possessions on his own. He succeeded anyway. However, that version of Shai still required effort. This offseason changed that. Instead of chasing more shots, Shai chased control. He worked on turning his scoring gravity into a weapon that moved everyone else. The reads became quicker, the passes became sharper. Defenders no longer had the luxury of selling out on him because every extra step toward Shai meant a clean look somewhere else. That evolution is why the game suddenly feels unfair. His scoring did not disappear, it became more efficient. And this new scoring efficiency from SGA just felt familiar.
He's playing basketball the way Kobe played it, the way MJ played it.
That comparison is not about nostalgia. It is about problem solving. And he has gotten so good at solving the problem that NBA analysts now have a narrative problem.
There is a legitimate argument that Shai is the best scoring guard that we have seen since MJ.
This is what mastery looks like when efficiency meets patience. And it is the foundation for the Shai move that has continued breaking defenses. The move we're referring to here is not built on speed or strength, but timing. More specifically, it is the hesitation that lives between dribbles, the pause that makes elite defenders guess wrong for just long enough. That move has become the foundation of his control over games, and it is why stopping him late feels impossible.
He has that type of temperament, game. As you can see, you can't speed him up. He gonna get to his spots, he gonna do what he wanna do. When it's all said and done, I think that's more of his class than anything else.
Shai uses his hesitation to force defenders to commit their hips before he commits the ball. The moment they lean, the possession is already over. If they stay home, he rises into the mid-range. If they step up, the lane opens. If help comes early, the pass arrives on time and on target. And right now, analysts don't even know how to describe his dominance.
It's Shea Butter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is just that dude.
So who is the dude that he really mirrors?
He's relentless, like Kobe Bryant.
Listen to the experts on how he does it.
When you look at the numbers, when you look at what he's able to do, especially with the one-on-one matchups, he's unstoppable. When he gets to his mid-range, he gets to his spots, you can't stop him.
When they call Shai relentless like Kobe, it does not mean rushed. It means precise. Shai does the same thing over and over, not because defenders cannot predict it, but because they cannot stop it even when they know it's coming. That is the same principle Kobe lived by in his prime. You could take away one counter, but there was always another waiting. Steve Nash sees it clearly when he talks about where Shai's numbers place him historically.
He's statistically getting in conversations that you never thought anyone would get near when you talk about the greats of the game. So this guy's unbelievable.
Shai cannot be sped up. He does not play to the crowd or the moment. He plays to the weakness in front of him. And that is how he mastered the Mamba mentality, which is why people like Lou Williams compare him to Kobe. But wait until you hear who Kendrick Perkins is comparing him to.
He more Kobe. But I know everybody gonna fight that. I know that's gonna be something that everybody like, what the fuck are you talking about? But that's how Shai is, man.
The Kobe comparisons are not surface level, and they are not coming from nostalgia. They exist because the problem Shai creates for defenses is the same one Kobe created at his peak. You could prepare for it, you could talk about it all week, and when the game started, it still did not matter. That is why the game slows down around Shai late. It is the same feeling teams use to describe guarding Kobe in the fourth quarter. Every possession feels heavier. Every mistake feels final.
They have the best player in the world. He's giving me Michael Jordan type vibes. SGA. He's averaging 32 points.
Like MJ, like Kobe, the mid-range is not a bailout for SGA. It is a weapon. Shai is converting nearly 60% of his mid-range attempts, a number that would have sounded fake during Kobe's era. The difference is not philosophy, it is evolution. Shai is doing the same work while having a better supporting cast, mastering foul drawing, and cleaner reads. These cleaner reads have led him to being compared to not only Kobe Bryant, but Kobe's idol, Michael Jordan. And listen to NBA legend Steve Nash's response when asked if it was a reach to compare SGA to MJ.
Numerically, no.
Regardless of how we feel about Shai being compared to the greats, the fact remains that he's winning, and his plays are all calculated. You see, Shai is not gambling, he is reading. His steals come from angles and timing, the same way Kobe used to bait ball handlers into mistakes late in games. It is another layer of control that does not show up in highlights, but wins series. Steve Nash summed it up better than any stat ever could.
I mean, the numbers, but also the spirit, the way he carries himself, the way he leads their team, the culture they've set there. I mean, the whole thing is so impressive.
This is not imitation, it is lineage. Shai studied the greats and absorbed what mattered: control, balance, and precision. And now, he's leading OKC to do unspeakable things to the NBA. Stephen A., like many of us, are not enjoying what SGA and OKC are doing to the NBA this season. Although, the reasons are different.
OKC is on the verge of making this season that I was looking very much forward to very, very boring. They're just that dominant. I mean, I'm sitting there like, it doesn't matter who they go against. They are just busting everybody's lip.
And while we all don't enjoy the flopping, the fact remains that SGA has been an incredible leader of this young Oklahoma team.
And we all know, guys, that it's easy to lead when things are going well for them. It's easy to be a leader in that situation. Here's a guy who has not played in the fourth quarter.
Indeed, mastery only counts if it survives the moments that break most players. Shai's does. He closed games the same way he opened them, calmly and without apology. When the Thunder needed a bucket, the possession bent toward him naturally. When defenses loaded up, the ball found the open man. When they stayed home, he finished at the rim at an elite rate. There was no correct answer. That dominance also raised the standard inside the locker room. Shai demands pressure on the ball. He demands attention to detail. He demands effort every night because his game is built on it. That is the final step of mastery. Not perfection, but response. And right now, the league is learning in real time that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is not just winning matchups. He is solving the game. What Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is doing to the NBA is not about highlights or volume scoring. It is about ownership. Ownership of space, ownership of tempo, ownership of moments that decide games. He is not overpowering defenses. He is outthinking them and punishing every mistake with precision. This is why the Kobe comparisons keep surfacing. Not because the moves look the same, but because the outcome feels familiar. The defender knows what is coming and still cannot stop it. The crowd senses the inevitability before the shot even goes up. That is mastery. It is repeatable and it travels anywhere. But here's the thing, if this is only the beginning of his mastery, then how much further can Shai and OKC go? Is it enough to break the Warriors' 73-win record? Or will they win the championship again, or go as far as a three-peat? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. But if you want to see how another superstar is bending the league in his own way, watch what Nikola Jokic is doing to the NBA next.